Hello, welcome back to my channel and a special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen. I'm a certified weight loss and nutrition coach. And today we're talking about Walmart. We are talking about the worst great value Walmart brand foods. These are foods that you want to stay away from, and I'm going to be sharing with you why. So if you're excited, give this video a huge thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, because I would love to have you here. I do upload every Tuesday and Thursday, so make sure you're subscribed and your bell is turned on so you never miss a single upload. Check out that description box down below for nutrition coaching. I do offer personalized macros and calories, highly recommend, as well as one-on-one coaching if you would like to talk with me directly. Links and discounts to all of my favorite healthy things, not Walmart brand, things you should stay away from, is also down in that description box. So let's go ahead and jump into the great value brand foods at Walmart you need to stay away from. It's no secret that Walmart, one-stop kind of store. You can buy pretty much everything at Walmart. Everything from clothes to household items to furniture, groceries, jewelry, you name it, Walmart has it. The grocery section of most Walmarts is pretty impressive. It's really a one-stop shop. You don't even have to go to a second grocery store. The store's great value brand is the most affordable option, and honestly, they have some really great products that are comparable to the more expensive name brand products. But not all great value foods are created equally. There's definitely some great value brand foods that you should stay away from. So today we're going to talk about those foods and the reasons why. Number one is going to be the great value brand of cinnamon applesauce. The downfall of these little tiny containers of applesauce is that they contain 19 grams of carbohydrates and 15 grams of sugar. It's a pantry staple. It's an easy way to get in your fruits for the day. And while there's no high fructose corn syrup in these great value cinnamon applesauce cups, there's a lot of added sugar. If you want your applesauce fix, if you want a healthier pantry staple when it comes to applesauce, just pick up the unsweetened. You can simply add your own cinnamon and create a much healthier version. Number two is the great value brand of their sliced roast beef. This is deli meat that you can find with the meats and cheeses. While this roast beef has no artificial flavors and no nitrites, which is a huge win, there is a ton of sodium in one serving of roast beef. And most people put more than one serving of deli meat on their sandwich. 560 milligrams per serving. This is about a third of what you should be consuming at most daily. And again, the issue with deli meat in general or this roast beef is the amount that you'll be piling on your sandwich. 2 ounces isn't that much deli meat. And if you're adding 2 or 3 or 4 times that, you're really overdoing your sodium for the entire day. Number three are the deli style wedged potatoes. Now there are some healthier frozen potato options, but this particular one is one you should skip. When you first look at the nutritional label, you might be thinking, hey, this isn't too bad, but look at the serving size. It is only 4 pieces or 4 wedges. And I don't know about you, but that's enough of these potato wedges for a child, certainly not for an adult. Each 4 pieces packs 500 milligrams of sodium. That is a lot of sodium in 4 wedges. If you double or triple that serving, again, you've met your max sodium for the day just in your side dish. You're better off making your own potato wedges. Slice up a potato or sweet potato, season them up, you can control the sodium, and you can have more than 4 pieces for a meal. Next is the great value Artisan cheeseburger meal, basically their spin on Hamburger Helper. A cheeseburger inspired pasta dish sounds delicious, but is it healthy? A 2.5 ounce serving, which is about the amount of traditional pasta in a serving, prepared, has 380 calories. That is almost double what's in just traditional pasta in a 2 ounce serving. Not to mention it packs 17 grams of fat and 970 milligrams of sodium. That is a lot of sodium in a side dish, not to mention all the other foods that you ate during the day and what else you're pairing this with. So you're better off making your own with regular pasta, ground beef, a cheese of your choice, and making a less sodium packed, healthier version. Number 5 are the great value filled Swiss rolls. So these are like the Hostess Swiss rolls. Having a sweet treat in the kitchen or in your house is never really a bad thing. It's just what sweet treat you're choosing. While the serving size is 2 cakes, so that's good. It's not just one tiny little Swiss cake. It has 19 grams of sugar in 2 little cakes. Also 9 grams of fat, 6 which are saturated, and it's really easy to overeat these. 2 is just not enough sometimes. You can easily down this entire box and overkill for sugar for the day, as well as fat and saturated fat. Now you may be perusing the frozen breakfast aisle and think that these breakfast sandwiches would be a great on-the-go option for you, but steer clear of the great value Monte Cristo frozen breakfast sandwiches. One sandwich packs 420 calories, which is a lot of calories for a little breakfast sandwich. 19 grams of fat, but what is even more staggering than that is one sandwich has 1,120 milligrams of sodium, over half of your max sodium every single day. These sound really good. I mean, it's 2 slices of bread with some jam, cheese, ham, between cinnamon toast style bread. It sounds amazing, but you can make this at home and make it much healthier with less fat and certainly less sodium. You can meal prep these, wrap these up in foil and throw them in your freezer, and you have a homemade version of this great value Monte Cristo sandwich. While we're talking about breakfast sandwiches, another one that you should avoid from the frozen section is the Parma melt breakfast sandwich. 540 calories for one sandwich and 1,190 milligrams of sodium. So even more calories and more sodium than the Monte Cristo sandwich. Again, you're much better off making your breakfast sandwich in the morning or prepping them and throwing them into a freezer. You can still have these same sandwich components as this one in the Monte Cristo, but a much healthier version. Number 8 is we have to talk about cereal, and this is the Great Value Treasure cereal. This is their spin on Lucky Charms. The 17 grams of sugar in 1 serving of cereal, and who only eats 1 serving of cereal, is reason enough to leave this in the store aisle. If that's not the worst of the worst, it's 160 calories for 1 serving, and again, who only eats 1 serving? But even more concerning is a lot of the added chemicals in this cereal. There are a lot of different food colorings. Yellow number 5 and 6 and blue number 1, which you should try to stay away from. They're just chemicals that are added to food for coloring and serve 0 nutritional value. If you want to have cereal in the morning, just choose a healthier option. Take a look at the ingredient label. Make sure there's not a lot of chemicals and added food coloring. Just stay away from this Great Value cereal. Number 9 are the Great Value toaster pastries and cookies and cream. One, and I'm pretty sure they come in a 2-pack, has 200 calories, 37 grams of carbohydrates, and 17 of those come from sugar. Also, high up on that ingredient list, along with sugar, you're going to find high fructose corn syrup. These are an absolute skip. Because of the high fructose corn syrup, the amount of sugar, and the fact that one tiny little pastry is 200 calories, there are much better options out there. Number 10 are the Great Value 4 cheese complete potatoes. Now I know we're all busy and sometimes we want an easy dinner, so we think instant mashed potatoes, instant potatoes. Now there are some good options on the market, but this isn't one of them. You might look again at the nutritional label and think, oh, 110 calories per serving, not bad. But take a good hard look at how much sodium is in a single serving. 500 milligrams of sodium and 20 carbohydrates. Boil some potatoes, mash them up, season them up, even add some cheese for a much better option. Number 11 is the Great Value brand of lemonade. Now I love a good glass of lemonade on a hot summer day, but this lemonade should be left at Walmart. It's 100 calories per serving, which is a lot for a beverage. We really want to try not to drink our calories if at all possible. But what is really disturbing about this lemonade is it has 26 grams of carbohydrates in 1 serving. And again, who only drinks 8 ounces of lemonade, and it has 24 grams of sugar. So if you pour yourself a 16-ounce glass, you're having 50 grams of sugar just in a beverage and over 200 calories. Just not worth it. Eat your calories, don't drink them. And if you love lemonade, there's a lot of low calorie or 0 calorie options on the market. There's a Minute Maid light lemonade, which is delicious, or Crystal Light makes a great lemonade as well. Number 12 are the Great Value pretzel bites filled with beer cheese. Now I have to admit, this sounds delicious. I love a good pretzel and cheese. These may curb your craving for some bar food, but take a look at the nutritional information. 230 calories per serving, 7 grams of fat, 31 carbs, but 850 milligrams of sodium. Now, I could probably eat this entire box of little pretzel bites. I don't know about one serving. It's very easy to overeat these, and 850 milligrams of sodium is the reason to avoid these. Get pretzels that have the salt in little packets so that you can control how much, if any, you're adding to your pretzels. And make sure whenever you're eating a carby snack like this, that you're pairing it with another macronutrient, whether that be a healthy fat or a source of protein. Number 13 are the Great Value sliced strawberries in sugar. Now you might be thinking, big deal, it's just strawberries and a little bit of sugar, but it is a big deal. A half of a cup of these has 120 calories. That's a lot considering half of a cup of strawberries is 30 or 40 calories. 29 carbohydrates and 23 of that comes from sugar. It is literally strawberries drenched in sugar. Again, if you want sweet strawberries, make them yourself. Slice them up, put them in a bowl with a little bit of your favorite sweetener alternative or sugar in general. You can control it that way. Allow them to sit in your fridge for a while and you'll have the same consistency, but you'll be saving yourself a lot of calories, carbs, and sugar. Number 14 are the Great Value pink Snowballs, which are a spin again on the Hostess Snowballs. It's hard to say what these little pink cakes really are. Honestly, what are these exactly? Each one of these cakes, and these are small, these are not big little snowballs, packs 200 calories and 24 grams of sugar. You can often get a smaller size cupcake for the same amount of calories and sugar. And they even have 230 milligrams of sodium, which is why I said, what are these exactly? Because generally sweet treats don't have a lot of added sodium, but these snowballs do. So definitely not a sweet treat you should be reaching for. Number 15 is the Great Value Creamy Speculoos cookie butter. Now I love cookie butter. My favorite is from Trader Joe's, and it's definitely a healthier option than this one. So if you like cookie butter, check the one out at Trader Joe's. But let's talk about why Great Value should stay on the shelf. One serving is 210 calories, which is insane. I know the one at Trader Joe's is maybe a little bit over 100 calories per serving, so definitely a better caloric option. It also has 14 grams of fat, 22 grams of carbohydrates, which is unheard of in nut butter, and 13 grams of sugar. Just not something worth having. Now, if you love nut butter, stick with peanut butter or almond butter, or check out the cookie butter from Trader Joe's. And lastly, number 16 is the Great Value fruit cocktail. If you're not able to find good quality fresh fruit, you may be thinking canned fruit is the next best option. Well, this fruit cocktail comes in heavy syrup, which is basically sugar, which just screams unnecessary sugar. Not to mention a serving is 100 calories. You can have far more fresh fruit for 100 calories and 0 added sugar. If you have to pick up canned fruit, make sure that you're picking one up in either light syrup or better yet, no syrup at all. Ones that are 0 added sugar, or better yet, no sugar added canned fruit in fruit cup is a much better option. But my recommendation to you would be to stick with fresh fruit as much as possible, but in a pinch, just make sure you're choosing the right canned fruit. So those are the worst of the Great Value brand Walmart foods that you should stay away from. Now, no food is bad or good, everything in moderation, but like I shared with you today, there are some much healthier options and alternatives to these foods that are just going to do your body good overall. So if you can avoid these foods, avoid these foods. If you found this helpful, give this video a huge thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments which one of these maybe surprised you a little bit. And of course, subscribe if you're not, because I would love to have you here. Don't forget to check out the description box for nutrition coaching and links and discounts to all of my favorite healthy things. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.